Hey there, good morning and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and music other than rock, which is what we're doing this morning. Chosen an artist today who I mentioned earlier in the week. As you know, on This Week, I told people what we were going to be doing, and we're going to be doing this artist, Rihanna. I have several Rihanna albums, as you can see, and even some of the more modern stuff. So, anyways, Rihanna is one of my favorite non-rock artists. There's a little bit of rock in her music as well, so she's not that far removed from rock music. Not like some of the stuff I've done, but she has a tremendous voice. I love her voice. I think she has one of the best voices out there. She's not a bad looking girl, at least on this album and this one, and she gets a little bit crazy looking later on, but I think the reason why Rihanna has so much impact on me, other than I love her music and her voice, the other reason that I really like her quite a bit is that when I was young, when I say young, I was about 25 or so, I took a trip to Barbados. Actually, I think it was 24. Yeah, I think it was 24. I went to Barbados when I was 24, and I was there for a couple weeks, and I got to know the island a bit and do some stuff there. So when I discovered Rihanna was Barbadian, it just had a little bit more meaning and attachment to me. It reminds me of my time there. The big thing about Rihanna is that she has some really good island type music, but she also has some kind of, it's almost a bluesy sound to some of her stuff as well, especially her early stuff, like the first three albums, this one, and this one, all really kind of similar sounding. This one I think is the best. She's only 17 on this. Some really, really good songs on her albums, and some of my favorite pop songs are on her stuff. Some good acoustic bits on a lot of her stuff as well, which I like quite a bit. The other thing about her is that she's an international star now, one of the top singers in the world. It's not something that I generally follow. I don't really listen to those, we call music divas, too much, but to me she's different than them because of her island influence, because of the style of the music as it started. It's not so much that style anymore. She's become much more inundated with a North American sound than she was originally, I think. But she just has that voice that just permeates everything, that even her newer stuff, I still hear that voice, and it's just, as soon as I hear the voice, I turn the radio or music up or wherever I am so I can listen to whatever she says. Some of the stuff I don't really like the music, but I just love the voice. I know the big thing about her too is she seems to have been around forever. Yet this album, if I'm not mistaken, just let me look for a sec while I try to figure this out. I can't really, this small writing is so small, man. Yeah, 2005. So 17 years. It's a long time, but she's young still. She's only 34. She's been around so long and had such an impact on music, the music scene. I don't think her voice is I'm not for one instance suggesting that she has a better voice than Aretha Franklin or Beyonce or Adele or any of the more gifted singers out there, but it's just her voice just has one of those sounds to it that just I really like a lot. I had a girlfriend, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a decade ago, who was right into her music, and every time I listen to her music I remember that relationship too. So it's That's not necessarily a good thing, but in this case, it isn't a bad thing. You know, I'm still friends with that person, and they still listen to Rihanna, but they listen to all kinds of stuff too. And they were one of the first people that I had ever encountered in my life who was into music as much as I was. Wasn't the same music I was into, but they were into the music quite a bit. So that's a plus, I think. That's part of the issue why I haven't had anybody on the show. The people that I've wanted to have on the show aren't into music as much as I am. I don't really have a lot of close friends that are into rock music, which is kind of odd in a way, because you think I would have made more rock friends, but just hasn't never materialized. But at any rate, to me, Rihanna just puts out hit after hit, radio hit after radio hit. But it's not her radio hits that, and they're good too, like I like the radio hits quite a bit, but it isn't her radio hits that are my favorite songs among her. Most of the stuff is the deeper stuff on the albums that you don't hear a lot. You know, I'm just looking for an example here. Wish I could see better. I was trying to do this without putting these on, but I guess I got no choice in the matter. You Don't Love Me, No, No, No. That's a deeper cut. Unfaithful. Well, Unfaithful's not really a deep cut, but Break It Off. That's with Sean Paul, who's a guy I kind of like for a rapper. I'm not. I'm kind of liking him a little bit. This album, which I got, Not Too Bad, Girl Gone Bad. She's beginning to break away from her roots on this album too. And yet, this is only 15 years ago. But people would say it's ancient history in modern world. This one, I remember this came out roughly around the time when I was seeing the other girl, and there was Diamonds in the Sky. Like, this is some really good stuff. But the album had, her music had changed a lot by this time. So, but she can really sing, and she has one of those voices that is just such an interesting voice. So her biggest impact on me is that she came at a time when I was involved with somebody new, and that had an impact on the whole thing. And I think that she's will always have that kind of spot for me that is different than what you get from rock music, but not a bad spot to be in. She's not one of the crooners. She's not the Andrews Sisters, but she's in her own right, kind of leads that pop diva era. Like the rest of them, you know, I can take or leave, but not her. I sometimes just like to throw on the entire collection and play them all. That's what happens with her. So let me know what your experience is with Rihanna. Did she have any kind of impact on you? Does she remind you of anything? You know. So there you have it. Music other than rock, featuring Rihanna today. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot, and you have yourself a great day. Bye.